Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. So, just got back a little bit ago. Let me get this some sort of closer somehow. So, you might get a little nauseous, but it's just a bubble. Were you sick before you got on the boat? No. Well, then you're not sick now. So, hope everyone's having a golden evening, and definitely stoked to get a second to sit down. Finally succeeded in dressing warm enough to get a little bit of something, well, nothing done. Started doodling, but I think it might be in the thing still. Well, So, started drawing this mermaid lady, but I got something on the page. But I'm trying to have a fly in the foreground, but I don't know how to draw, but boy do I like doing so. I like to doodle, that's it. Nothing too impressive, but I got a few nice ones. Am I imagining things? Well, anyway, we're just blasting right into it today. Hope all is well in everyone's worlds. We'll get the hang of that eventually. Oh yeah, so it's been a day, but every day is a day, so all is golden. Y'all are now on a proper tripod. It's my grandpa's tripod, and just getting a little bit better. I froze my arse off today, but finally got an outfit that was relatively warm by way of see, I don't own many warm clothes in the state of South Florida. Okay, so what are we gonna do today? Don't own many warm clothes, so took a pair of shorts, wore a pair of leggings. I had to wear shorts over the leggings because the leggings were actually quite ripped up, but they're fleece lined, so they're really warm. So I wore those beauties, as well as 2 shirts, a sweater vest, and a sweater on top of that, and for once, socks and shoes. For once, I was decently warm. Ooh, really warm. That might be it. McFly foam. I'd like to tie a proper woolly booger. This time counter-wrapping the wire so you can actually see it. Which, again, thank you for that. Hey Carl, how you doing? How you doing, beautiful? Beautiful Carl. This pheasant tail nymph, I think this is it. Doing it. Oh. Okay. Meditate. What is that? Is that copper? Cut a section of copper and tie and wrapping towards the rear of the hook to the base. Take 4 to 6 of the pheasant tail fibers, trim the tips to even them, with the trimmed ends facing towards the eye of the hook. Tie in and continue wrapping the thread forward to just in front of the halfway point of the hook shank. Then wrap the pheasant tail fibers for what? Copper. The trimmed ends facing towards the eye. Hello. Of the hook. Tie and okay. Alright, I got it. This is what we're going to be tying. I've been really stoked to work with pheasant tail because yeah. So what do we need here? And here is said pheasant tail that it came with. But I also have some loosey-goosies that I might use. Gianluca, it's about to tie some flies. Well, learning to tie flies. And, you know, call it a mental break or a path changed. But recently decided to try to rearrange my life a little bit, and instead of focusing on fun and thrifted items, probably should focus on something that's a little bit more edible. And I don't think I will ever sell another piece of vintage. Nope. I'll collect it, but I don't want to loathe what I love. I don't know why. It just gets harder to find, you know? And, I mean, the more time that goes by, more decades are added to what is referred to as vintage. But I really like 60s. The prints are very vibrant, and the fabrics are, excluding like polyester, very nice, very sturdy. Got this for $5. It had holes. I fixed the holes. Good as new. And good collars. 60s, 70s just knew how to do a collar, you know? And you can't beat it. So this pattern here is the pheasant tail nymph, and it calls for a size 14 wet notebook, which I'm going to compare. I've just been using the hooks that I have, honestly, as I'm very much beginner, and probably will consider myself such for a good while. And if these are better quality than the ones I've been practicing with, I'd rather save them for some other time. And one last thing to buy. I actually do not have a local fly shop. Well, kind of. It's in Boca, which is about an hour or so from here. So this size 14, because I just want it to be dang exact. Yeah. Pretty dang identical. These ones are nice though. The other ones were quite thick, so I'm definitely interested to know. I never really thought about that. Because it's wet fly, or wet hook, said somewhere. And it was just interestingly thick. Yeah, like really thick. Almost wiry. I really like the wiry ones. This preference is backed by very little experience, realistically, so I think I just, I guess like the feel of them personally, but I'd like to know the difference in strategy or the reasoning behind a thinner and thicker hook. Maybe. Look outside. Nothing you recognize. Summertime. Oh no! I did it, didn't I? I lost the thing I knew I would. But it has its literature. Oh dear. Dang. I was really hoping I put it in here. Oh, I see it. That's right. I moved the table a little bit, which changes this, like, corner drastically. Which, hoping to start. And the only thing that's holding me back is there's a few, like, industrial things that I actually need. And, so however you would do a deep clean, like a severe, brutal deep clean in a room, that, like, I'm not judging by any means, because, like, you know, there's like depression involved and stuff, but like straight chain smoking in a small space for, God, a long time. So I just have to scrub all that before I can paint, and like one small bottle of bleach. Trying to get this. And try to get a scrubber, like a pole scrubber. Preferably one that doesn't snap, because all the ones that I've seen locally I passed on because I gotta scrub. Hey Cooper! So finally giving a pheasant tail nymph a go. Fine. It took so long to get a few pheasant tail nymphs or pheasant tail feathers. Couldn't really find any locally. And this kit came with one, and since then came across a few. I have to zoom in a little bit. So it's been a day. My dad did his chemo and radiation today. Double whammy. So start thread at the no ties. Oh shoot! I did it again. It's okay. I don't want to do that though. But again, it's okay. I don't see any like holes. But I'll still start it like here. So no tie zone, from my understanding, is like a hook or two, an eye or two back. Oop. Hey Spencer, how you been? I made a deep clean. Looks at me and cries, oh, Alright, come back from the see, I'm a crafter. This is what I tell myself and others. In reality, I'm just highly disorganized. Just kidding, of course, but yeah, no, I feel you there. I mean, any living space ends up a workspace, and then therefore chaos. And I have a bad habit of collecting too many things, which I used to sell, like, vintage and little antiques, shippables, but I haven't in a while. It's like you would think I have a lot of clothes, but it's not. It's an illusion. It was supposed to be stock, and then I ended up nightmare. So on the off chance that anybody collects vintage clothing. Don't have any men's clothes. I do have one Western shirt. It's like white, black, and teal, and maybe a sweater. But also very, very easy to find really cool sweaters, especially men's sweaters and jackets here in Florida. Usually the thrift stores want them gone, and people will move here and donate all their stuff. It's one of my theories. And yeah, I always wanted to do that, honestly, a long time ago. I wanted, because I always found, like, I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I always struck gold in thrift stores, yard sales, and church sales. And even the stuff that I didn't pick up, like, it was just, like, the coolest objects. And I always wanted to document them in some capacity, but I never really had enough storage on any devices. So streaming, like, allows just... There's just a lot of stuff out there, and I like to be able to capture it. And bonus to be able to show all of y'all. But it would be sweet to do yard sales, flea markets, and so then if y'all see something, I can always pick it up and ship it. Because it is a hot spot for vintage and antiques. I mean, we have a street in West Palm Beach just called Antique Row. I feel like a lot of places have that, especially like older towns, but... Oh, man. Yeah, I actually have some, like, pretty dang bad news, I guess. I mean, why did I just say I guess? Really bad news. But tomorrow we're gonna at least know if it's the same cancer or a different cancer. The spot in my dad's lungs came back positive. So now I pretty much had already mentally prepared myself for this because, look, he had two theories. One, it was food from aspirating food and it, like, something getting stuck in his lungs. Or it was another growth. And I was like, well, I mean, he even said that, like, there could be a chance that it's not, and it could be, like, something like that. Nah. And so I feel like I was a little mentally prepared. But yeah, so getting a lung biopsy tomorrow, so I gotta be there really early, and just like all the other stuff. But they released this port today, which was just put in like 3 days ago. Wild out. It was already able to... intense stuff. Feel for anyone, and yeah, feel for Cooper, because, you know, I'm not going through it myself. Oh, okay, let me check. Here, I'll be right back. Alright, I'll be right back.
He did.
Alrighty. Let me just text one more. Alright, sorry about that. Make sure. Yeah. It might be, but I'm sorry. It's just, my dad is in no shape to go anywhere, and his friends bringing by Ensure, some vitamins and stuff like that, because it's been not the easiest to eat. Okay. Yes, and on top of that today, just brutal. And I'm sure some people know what cancer does to one's digestion. And so it's just been like one thing, and food hasn't been easy to eat because it's his jaw is where it is, and it pulls on his teeth. It's already went to the dentist, no cavities or anything. Had to get clearance actually to even do radiation on your jaw. I guess you need like dental clearance. So I'm just trying to get these. I didn't think about them sticking together. Okay. How many is that? Oh, they really stick together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it says 4 to 6. I'm afraid to deviate too much. Ooh. Oh. I think I was hearing somebody say that you can, what was it? Oh, when you're like when you do a loop around and you twist the thread the opposite way, it kind of, alright, take 4 to 6 out of. So shoot. Well, let me grab a hook so I can measure half a hook shank. What's that? This is not my wife. This is. So half a hook shank. Alright. Maybe. Is that half a hook shape? Pheasant doesn't lay very nice. Hey, Quackata! Yeah, no, it was a huge blow coop. I told you, but the weight loss has been very blatant and like none of it's avoidable or ignorable. Oh, big old piece fell off. Like because the sun is raw and it's like gotten to the point you can't eat, so. And Dad is like surprisingly hopeful sometimes when he wants to be. I mean, he is, honestly. It's kind of just like goes hard. Like, there's still a full bottle of Jack Daniels in between Land and Peanut Island from him dropping it at 2 in the morning, like 2 nights after I was born. Went out there and swam with his friends. Yeah. So, wrapping for just beyond the halfway point of the hook shank. Well, oh, I almost had it. And now we go back. Nope. That is, I'm so glad I looked down, because why would you go all the way back without taking something with you? A souvenir of sorts. Perhaps some copper wire. And cut a bit off. Also conscious of my tail there. Trim the tips even. Okay, there we go. Our time to shine. 4 to 6. Gorgeous. Oh, dropped it. Gorgeous pheasant tail. What are they called? Fibers. Keep calling them tendrils. So. Okay. When it says trim the tips, this is the tips, right? Because that's like the bottom. Okay. That's the trims. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I said okay, but I don't think I meant nothing by it. It's like, it's not in the language that I know. With the trimmed ends facing towards the eye. Well, I didn't, okay. Alright, so fine, I'll trim the ends. But they're like so close together. Alright, the trimmed ends. And this is the ends, the tippy tip. Oh shoot, I should look down, I'm so sorry. Hey, quack. So I think this is very nice, good. It's been a, gosh, good few years since I drank. I really like making stuff and like wandering too much and writing stuff down. And like being able to read what I write down. There's a bunch of like silly reasons, but also like, you know, normal reasons. Regular reasons. But bars are actually more fun for me because I could actually I used to think I was like super shy. Maybe I am a little bit, but less shy now, but so but pretty cool. Okay. My grandpa was a cop, but my dad irrigation. Pretty chill. Wow, this is sweet. Oh. Alright, so maybe I should twist them. Does it say to twist them? I'm so sad. Wow, this is so crazy. The only feather that I've like wrapped anything with has been peacock curl and ostrich curl. I did have a ostrich feather on a hat, but I kind of instantly cut up. Not cut up, but it was broken. The rib was broken on the hat. It had a wire holding it together. Oopsies. I'll try to get one more wrap. I don't think I can though. I'm gonna try again though. Let me get it to where they're all at least. Alright, from the same side. The thread is falling out. Hey. Oh, I'm trying to reel this at the same time. This thinner thread I have a maybe it's the I don't want to wrap it too much. Did that rip? Or did I cut it? Is that? My first one is always a little defunct. 1, 2, 3. This thread is so nice. Feels stronger than my will to live. I'm just kidding. I gotta stop that. Oh no! I think I just maybe cut them a little short. Maybe half a shank as opposed to here. Alright, I just wanted to mute it real quick because they were talking about, like, the medical aspects. Alright, first thing first. We gotta get this way back, buddy. Let me remind. Okay, I'll be right back. I just have to remind my dad that he can't eat after midnight. He's not going under anesthesia tomorrow, but it's local anesthesia. He still can't eat after midnight. Long needle biopsy, so it's gonna. So I'll just be right back. At the boards. I gotta learn how to write backwards. I write a few letters backwards. When I was a kid, I used to use the Cyrillic alphabet. I don't know Russian. I just used the alphabet to write stuff down. Or I don't know any language that uses the Cyrillic, I'm sure. Yeah, anyway. I'll be right back. Sorry. Ooh, never know, like, yeah, when you eat some, it's really brutal. So sometimes, yeah, but microwaved some salt and baking soda. I mean baking soda, not bacon. It's really sad. Bacon. Baking soda. Wow, not bacon flavored soda, but baking soda. Baking soda. Oh boy. Oh, work hands, work, do the thing. Okay, good enough. Oh, girl. I mean, fellow men. No, I was just kidding. But, oh, girl. It's so warm for once, but there was no chairs. So I sat on the floor for 4 hours. And, the chemo, which was fine, you know. I can squat, like, for a long time. Yeah. We all have built-in chairs. And... But getting to that age where my feet fall asleep now. God, my feet were falling asleep. Took out the doctor. When I stand up and when you stand up and your feet are asleep, ooh, timber. But they're really nice. There's just a little bit of a chair shortage today. So not only in chemo for 4 hours did I squat and just give up and sit on the ground, but I also did the same at the radiation place. And there I had to like take a lot of notes because it was not only did I meet with the actual like guy, like the head guy that plans everything and is the dude, but also had to, or got to meet with the dietitian because she's only there one day and she could only see a few people on that one day because too many people for the one her. And because they said if he loses any more weight, he's gonna have to get tubed. Tubed up. Yikes. Here's that. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess. We're gonna flip this over. Oh, wing-a-ding casing. I gave myself like no room. Oh wow, that is so cool. That is so sick. It looks like a proper shellback. Like there's a few little beetles that heavily remind me of this. Alright. Stoked on that. So I'm gonna throw some glue down. I don't have any room to go back. And like try to tuck that a little more. Gave the cats flea meds today successfully. A little bulked up. So might as well use a dab of this. Ooh, scary. It's just so watery. I feel like I'll get in there. First attempt. I am so stoked on that. Okay, the wrapping gonna take some getting used to. Wrapping feathers already. Its slipperiness sometimes takes me a second, and twisting, because I could twist it, but when it's laying flat, I can't like twist it too close to it, and then it just ends up laying flat the whole time. But sometimes I can't get them to like lay like double, or you know, I don't know how to describe. I guess next time I run into it, I'll have to be like, this is what it's meaning. Because the stems or the spines quite slippery, and they do baking soda. I do want to trim the tail just so they're not like that, but I'm gonna wait to do that. I get a little nervous in those things. Here, let me turn the fan a little closer, and then I'll be today got hit with some heavy shite, so sorry for muting it every 2 seconds. It's just real bad. And yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, well, got, what's that for? 4 hours until he has to stop eating until tomorrow. But the thing is he has no appetite to begin with. And it's not that he doesn't have an appetite, it's that, but you can still eat if you don't have an appetite. It's the where it is, but he's gotta eat, can't just like not eat. And the other day it was like 186, but now it's 172. And at the start of it was 193 or something. But anywho, gonna pull through one way or another, because I think it's about my really small family, quite literally just me, my mom and dad. I have some like other family members, but I don't know, just no one really talks to each other, I guess. Used to be really close, but my grandparents on my mom's side was the glue, and unfortunately when they passed, everyone drifted apart. I'm talking every holiday, 4th of July, Easter, every single holiday, and birthday, even if it was something small. It feels like a movie looking back, because I don't really see that anywhere that much, but so I was just yawning, so I am wow, all right. Oh. So this kit, I didn't have any pheasant, or not pheasant, partridge feathers. And again, this is all from the hairline dubbing kit. They have 2 kits, this one and a larger one, which I think the larger one is pretty dang similar. It just has a vise, but this, I am over the moon. And please, if you sent this, please let me know. And as well as visiting here, please let me know if there's any flies or any crafts. I also, since the jewelry I make, especially now, I haven't been making much stuff where I like it starts with a doodle. And then I tried my best to piece it together. It's mainly like stuff I can make on the out and about, incorporate stuff that I find out and about. Like that necklace with the shells, those shells will look great as like copper chain. And so let me see. I think they're talking about the fiber thing. I'll be right back. Oops. Dog next door. This. I actually might put this in my bag so I could just look at it tomorrow while I'm waiting, because having stuff like that really does help, like, make time go by. I do have one little doodle. I saw this video today, and I've been trying to learn how to draw other things, and mind you, it ain't good. It's just a doodle with a pencil, and drew it on the floor, and I don't know how to draw water, but I was darn sure trying. But I saw this video with a dog and a whale. The dog is a little demented looking now. However, I tried to draw it. It's not like realistic, but I've been wanting to try to draw like scenes that I personally are like, oh, that's a beautiful, just like moment, as well as like the pictures that I take, because I really want to do watercolor pictures and do the opaque jelly gouache on top. I think I'll be able to make vibrant, and mind you, not to sell, like to you know, fill some blank spots on the wall. And I do like making pictures. I don't have anything other than this sketchbook that I actually just got a few months ago, but I left it with my mom so she could use. This is all like notes from. I've been walking dead ass. I've been walking around with a clipboard and shit. Just kidding. Like taking notes. Yeah. I've been catching up for a month and a half. I also found these. I thought this was a good, like, tool for sanity. Free tool for sanity. About the only thing Publix is good for these days. I'm just kidding, of course. Love-hate relationship, like textbook. But they're coloring book pages, and they're just right in front. If you don't know, now you do. You never know when you want to like doodle, and you could use those to do textures, like just pen, like do scales and patterns. And that, if you think about it, just like scribbling. There's something really therapeutic about a pencil, like writing on paper, even just scribbling. I guess that was it. I did draw some snappers. I mean, I also want to make my dad a bunch of fish paintings, so I'm trying to practice, like, making, like, ocean doodles that spark joy. It's not even, I laugh, but I'm dead serious. I think that's another reason I really like Tibetan monks. Only because I've really only been to 2 Buddhist centers, one Vajrayana, which frequented since 5th grade, and they're like other spots, and the Theravada, which is out west, Laotian. Oh, I hope I said that right this time. I do, and then I don't. It's a few words like that, but really, really incredible place. And the only thing is it's Polycanon, and it's actually I believe it's spoken in Pali, and beautiful. And the Vajrayana spots, though, the monks a lot of times Tibetan, Nepalese, and other like wide arrangement of spots of the planet there, and like there's like American monks too. It's just that it's a really chill, like fascinating place, and like just about every city has one here. And the art in Tibetan Buddhism is just surreal. Like it's just every kind of human aspect, like psychological or maybe more suspended than that. Like it's wild art. But anyway, let me get on. I always somehow end up going on that tangent. So we're gonna go back to some black. Back to black. I always wondered what that meant. Now I know. And the tail is Hungarian partridge feather. I'm very excited to finally even just like explore them a little bit. The tendrils are really, gosh, here, I'm gonna look down. I just haven't looked up because I think I'm also like half like aware of my surroundings right now, and thorough like detached from reality mode. So let us see, where's the phone? Oh, here it is. Oh, I could have had it on my lap this whole time. Oh, Santa. And as always, if there's any flies that anybody would like to claim, they are unhomed and, beautiful. Exact. I have many more of these, so I'd rather use these hooks, which are the Yufeng hooks. They're these magnetic packs. I think they're brilliant. One bent really weird the other day. At least it really felt like it did. Ooh, I almost played music. Life is big for it. I'm not one for the sensation of pushing anyone into something that they're uncomfortable with, but always more than welcome to join a stream, even if it's just like camera down, like at dusk. I think it'd be really sweet to have a few desks, because I could change my orientation too in the camera and have it pointing down, just at like the dusk. Oh, but then you'd only see the top. Well, somehow, some way, or or like a poster in front and film the opposite way. So I think it'd be really, really sweet. Like I mean, I'll tell you what, the quilters haven't made, like, I see so many quilting streams. It's just these highly talented people having the time of their life. But, I keep looking, and if anybody knows any local or Palm Beach County fly tying events or people, it's slim pickings here. But always looking for local stuff. I haven't even found any materials on OfferUp or anything. It's all north or south by like a lot. And thankfully, also with fly tying, I don't scroll as much, especially if one of the channels are live, because able to see all the in-betweens of like experienced fly tyers, and incredibly, the Ties Flies channel is live a lot, and I appreciate that, Coop. No, doodling is real you'll find, see, I didn't, besides the dog thing, I didn't know what I was gonna draw there, but everything else, like the mermaid, everything, I'll just usually draw a circle and turn that into a face to the best of my ability, and she's erased until it gets sketchy, and then I just, you know, roll it, and then it just turns into like whatever it turns into, and it sounds like cheese or whatever straight from a can, but it's that's it. I couldn't draw the same thing twice, and I do plan on practicing that because I want to start coloring stuff in, and I've just never been able to do that. The coloring pencil is very cathartic, in love with the process, but it just takes a little too long, unfortunately, for me currently to be able to color in a piece till completion. So I better make sure I'm not mixing these up. I hope I didn't mix those up. You should, I mean, see, I'm a firm believer that, like, anybody should start a channel, even, I mean, especially if they have, like, common sense and, like, interests that, I don't know, human interests that make life good quality. And because I remember back in the day, like, I watched a lot of Green Dean and Growing Your Own Fruits with John, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? I gotta check up on him. I forgot his name. But now it's just like a freaking blessing by far, and there's so much information, and the cool thing is like, even if it, sure, what was that? That was on my lap, whatever it was. But I don't know. Why? I don't want to sound too dark, but our lives are so short. But unfortunately, or fortunately, the internet is forever. Wait, do I start this at the no tie zone? Yes, I do. I'm just gonna start doing that from now on. Because I bulk up so much and don't really add anything up there anyway. Leave that for the tail end, so it makes so much sense. So, alright, I got a little too crazy there. So the barb would be probably there. Maybe further back a little bit. Hey, Zoidberg! Exactly, Zoidberg, exactly. That's why I specify. Because then, instead of just like making content, you're contributing to society. But like, in a noble. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm not in a way, like, you know, because, like, I don't know. Entertainment is necessary, but, like, put it this way, I have been a little shook, if you will. That's the first term that comes to mind. Because home economics was taken out of school the year I entered high school. I was so stoked on finally getting to cook in a little, like, makeshift diner in the middle of this giant old high school. My life is a series of heartbreak. But, but yeah, I was real upset about that. And then woodshop was full. But I only went there for 2 weeks anyway. That was like 100 years ago, so okay. I just wanted to pull this out also. This abuse. This stuff is the stuff that the post fly box came with. But a little bit of this. A little bit of that. Oh, I'm so stoked on that. That's the most vibrant materials I've ever seen. Let alone had or crafted with. So, hope everyone's having a golden night. Pretty alright in these bits. Even like, yeah. These, I think I might still be on the search for partridge feathers, because these just aren't very tendrily, like, when I see them, they look very, tendrily. No, maybe I'm just like filling in a blank with my mind, because I've never seen them in person before, but sometimes in pictures they look like very thick and round, so I was kind of almost expecting like a fur. Maybe I'll look around a little bit more. The fluff makes it just a little difficult to see the tips. I'm not too sure. So I am going to just, like, how? They, alright. Ooh, that's a good one, maybe. Yeah, you. Alright. Oh, no. Maybe. So, okay. Wow. About 6. Perfect. Ooh. Wow. Alright. We're about 6, so the tips are even. Alright. So 1/2 shank. Oop. This time I'm gonna really spend a little bit more time looking at it before committing. I think I went like down a little. No, okay. I just took that wrap a little too heavy. No. No fly zone. I hope everyone's night is golden. I sometimes forget if I said that already, but what's the harm in sounding like a broken record if that broken record is wishing that your day is golden? Ooh, yeah. What do you mean by that? Organic authenticity is, if you, organic authenticity is like in Rebirth, I think. Then a few, maybe even longer. 10. I wanted to make notes because, like, the individual, as always, I mean, I feel like every cultural shift or era shift, it's, but I really felt like that a little bit where the individual was endangered. But, I mean, I guess I have my days. Some days I don't find that possible to begin with. I don't know why I left such a small amount. It's gonna drive me nuts. Okay. I would have. Ooh, okay, no. Tie on towards. Okay. I cannot lose a single one of these feathers. No way. Two. So let me leave any out that might work for this. Grab the loose. Alright. Ooh. Alright, cut a section of the copper wire and tie it in, wrapping towards the rear of the hook till the base of the tail. Oh. Hmm. The most recent movie. anytime I'm here, oh, the tail looks cool. But every time I hear it, I always want to blank on every single like piece of media that exists. But I did watch Old Man in the Sea again, but there has to be something else. My stomach just made a mess. There had to have been something. Oh, I wanted to see the Wolverine movie. And now I want to see it even more because of all the like tension going on about it. I do. I watched an episode, or yeah, like an episode or two of The Boys the other day because I've been wanting to get my dad into something that's at least comedic. He likes action movies, so I thought that was a good one. If you have any recommendations, please. I think I might have. I might. I know everyone was saying that the popcorn boxes looked a little like pervy, but in all seriousness, that would be the perfect car like bathroom for dudes. It was my first thought. I wasn't even thinking like anything other than, wow, if I was a dude, I would have that in my car for like a little bathroom. The Deadpool Wolverine one, and the only reason I really want to see it is because Channing Tatum does a Cajun accent, and I've been really wanting to see. I've never seen Cajun accent depicted in like, other than if it's like a themed. So I thought that was sweet, and I actually am not familiar with the character at all, and so two different reasons. I like comic books. I like the art, and there's a few like, I guess I don't know much about any world what have you, but I just I guess a extremely general appreciator, and but I guess I didn't eat. I thought I ate stuff. Well, I don't know why. Sandwiches don't like make me full anymore. Like if I have a sandwich and a lunchbox, I think it's all water now, lunch meat or something. There has to be something. I also just like you know, physically changing due to being on this planet for eons. But so let's see. Probably dreaming about her. And I gotta get a drink or something. I swallowed, and those offices are so cold. It's yeah, I have to really start keeping warm because going in and out, oh my god, it almost makes you feel sick because you go to one extreme to another. It's really cold in the hospital. You go out for the car for something. Hold on. Oh, bro. It is getting intense. Because, now that everything is started, it's now, stamina to maintain momentum and to not miss any appointments, which yesterday the appointment did get canceled. And the machine wasn't working, but got it all fixed, so cool. Brutal. Getting there though, one way or another. So, I think it's like spliced out like a lot. Alright. Do you need to look up some tips or hacks in that, like maybe twisting them? Because maybe that's not ideal either. So, about here shows us our bus stop. Locked in. That's quite lovely already. I'm gonna go backwards, which night and day difference. So again, deeply appreciate that because quite a lovely change. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It was just lack of experience and understanding, but also it became quite satisfying to go through the channels for some reason. I don't like to mess up the spiral. Ooh. Okay. Maybe that. I didn't mean to do that both on the same side. I'm very excited for this part. This stuffing is just absolutely incredible. Not too much. One day. But if I like pinch it. Oh. Oh yeah, tomorrow's needle biopsy day finally. So I'll know 100% if it's a separate cancer or the same one. Like, but the doctor seems to like really think that it's different. Which means, I mean, both scenarios requires a whole nother treatment. So. It's going to be hell for a while, and that is why I've been getting comfortable in said hell, like before anybody else got here. You know, warm a seat or two. Because unfortunately, I just have a hard time, it is unfortunately unavoidable. Oh no, look what I did. See if I could get a little more. Gosh, I just. Ooh! Whiplash. Not really. Yeah. But try to think of clever ways to make a shelf and stuff. Okay, the best out of a shite situation, but you know, you're human beings, so it's not like, you know, the Sunshine and Rainbows is quite literally movie sets in reality, so gotta stay just realistic as to avoid any future I don't want to jump these out. A little difficult to rummage through. I'm not sure what constitutes a good hackle feather. Maybe something a little larger. Mashed. No. Oh, one moment. I just wanna. Oh. Hey. Wow. Oh. That is nice experience. I mean, well, short, but oh, that's just what a wonderful. God, I just tied everything off on this side. Dang. Well, that will not be a repeated action because I feel like that is not the best idea. I don't know. I don't know yet. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad y'all can't see my face right now. Oh. I don't wanna fall. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, hello. I am so sorry about that. I'm just gonna use this water base since it came in the kit, and it's quite a small area, and this is quite watery. Oops. Well, you know what? I'd rather it absorb. Ooh! Why did that have to go and happen? But will one of these maybe work? No. I just don't want to use a whole feather. It's could wrap a knot or two in this copper and go chick chick. Just want to make sure. I wish I didn't get too close or that close to the eye, so the next go I'm going to be really paying attention to that. Oh no. I gotta use this. Alright, not so bad. I think the fibers are a little hair long. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be quite this long. So that's another thing I gotta figure out. But hey, that is the fun of it, especially right now where I can't get out there. Been trying to plan a time where stop at Lake Osborne, and because I have a bunch of soft plastics with me, and it'll be instant. So, but first attempt didn't quite. And could always like hand pluck to make a little bit more even, in case that affects like its sounding. But it's the first time ever using partridge feather. The first time having partridge feather to use to begin with. So really excited on that. It's so much more fine and delicate than I would have guessed. Again, I thought they were like kind of thick, sturdy tendrils. Hey, there's something here. That's surreal. I really appreciate it. And please do, if there's Zulu is on. I am gonna give a go. I knew that sounded familiar, and it's because the blue Zulu, it was something that a while back I really wanted to type. I don't know. Well, I do know. There's my mind is like a fine Swiss at this point, and there's endless supply of directions that just like inundate every sense with the best stuff ever. And the blue seal, though, I was trying to come across a little thing of the blue hen hackle. I managed to get my hands on some pink, but not blue yet. And I wasn't sure if perhaps you could use like to try to or to either use like hackle feathers that aren't very rigid. They're not at all webby, but they're very fine. And I'm not sure, because I looked back at it, and the few patterns that I did have saved in the bookmarks, it was hen hackle, and I just wasn't sure. It feels like a dumb question, because like it's specified, but I do have some bright blue hackle feathers that are just very soft, so like not super sturdy. I'm not sure what constitutes sturdy or like rigid yet. I really appreciate that, Coop. That was anything with this like the cat. The color combinations that end up coming out is you don't find that like. Color combinations, like, you know, is a basic thing, I feel like. But and no matter like what art form or even picking what to wear that day, but that green with the white and black of the partridge and bringing out the like goldish green of the peacock acrylic, and I'd eat it. I wonder if anybody has made candy flies, like with fine sugar, like pulling sugar like hair. Oh dear. Yes. I do like weird sugar creations. One moment, let me see. Gosh, I am so sorry about that. Just one thing is, oh, coffee helps. So here, let me get this guy up here. Because I wanted to mix some resin to fix the little, the little, this thing. And, oh, it's like a match made in heaven. I really do think so. Beautiful. So where did you go? Oh, up around the block. Alright. So, there's these two. But one in the back is just a little lacking. So I'm thinking if I could just mix a little resin at the end and maybe break up some of the rabbit dubbing, and I'm not too sure. Red wool yarn. Alright, good. Thank you for saying that. Because that was the next question. When I read floss, I'm not too sure if that's specifying like silk, and some of the at least the blue Zulu patterns, because I did watch videos, the yarn looked very yarny, if you will, or woolly, and chaos has been. My dad's really nervous about biopsy because it's he's not gonna be. He thought he was going under anesthesia, which calms him down a lot because he knows he doesn't have to be aware for, but which unfortunately he did know that it wasn't, but I guess a few days went by long enough for him to reconvince himself he was gonna be put under, but he's not. And he just re-found out that he's not going to be put under because it's quick. The port, he wasn't put under anesthesia, so trying to at least, like, you know, the port was nowhere near as bad as he thought it was. And I really appreciate you keep rereading that before it's zipped away. Looking at it again, it looks pretty nice. Here, let me just run out. Oh, alright. It's Gamma Fiberness diet, and Fierce, he's hasn't been in these parts for a while, but he sent this inulin, and recently was able to grab it, and it's been an absolute godsend because food has been used to get down, but it's now possible to get fiber down along with some nutrients, even with just muscle milk or Ensure, just something that isn't nothing. So it's amazing, like the optical illusions where two lines will look like totally different sizes. Or is this? I don't know if I do. Is that the same? Yeah, it is. It just looks it looks totally different. So I think I'm gonna just time you. So please feel free if anybody would like to adopt any of these flies. I have stamps. They'll just take but a stamp, and the hole isn't totally covered. Hopefully this next one will improve greatly. Oh gosh, okay, you know, 9:39. Alright, so there's a few, I can't help but notice that my dad hasn't really been budging as far as like starting to try to eat, because it's gonna take him a while to get through something. At least a while to get through something to get enough calories, or else he's gonna have to like power chugging chores. Because weight's just going down too much. But so also gotta get out of the door at 7 in the morning, and had to get up, I forgot what time. Oh, had to be there at 8 a.m. So got up at 7, I guess, today too. A little earlier, because I like to get bored before I have to go somewhere for a long period of time. So if I have to be there at 8, I'll get up at like 5 and just maximum hangout. Blast music, some dudes, as in doodles, and some dudes. Oh my god. See when I like text that to code, like sending dudes, like DOODS, just, I get it, it's a little embarrassing, but whatever. Typing a lot, like, you end up, anyway, but, so, anyway, dudes, you can't hear the double O, anyway, I'm just talking myself into a circle right now. But I hope everyone has a golden night. Please have a better night than I am. And, which probably wouldn't be that hard to do. And, what else? I got a repack bag tomorrow for another hospital, and today I lucked out as far as finding something warm to wear. And, like, I was wearing leggings, undershorts, and then I had a shirt, long sleeve shirt, with a long sleeve button up shirt over that, with a sweater vest over that, and a sweater over that. However, now all those pieces are dirty, and I don't have many long sleeves left. I have some sweaters, but they're a little useless. They're kind of like knit, and I mean, they're just not very warm. So, gotta get a little creative again, and hope that I could find something. This hospital is kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's not even a gas station to walk to. It's really in the middle of nowhere. Some blast music, because it is like, yeah. I meant doodling, but like in text form, you can say that because it's spelled DOODS rather than DUDES. So its meaning is obvious, or the drift is it is another word like that, but I totally forgot. Man, it's so nice to, oh, I don't know, but hopefully I'll have a good night. I'm gonna sit here for a second and go back on the chat, because I know I missed a ton today, because wait, hey Code! Wow. Carrie special. Oh, you know what? I didn't even. I was so excited to use the partridge feather, because I can't wait to make a mosquito and use that for the legs. But I didn't even mentally absorb what the name was. That's Darian's Cool Cat. Darian's Cool Cat Soft Tackle. Let me look up the Carry Special. Carry Special Flat. Hey, very nice. Wow, one pops up with green. That's like really, really nice. I haven't really seen many that showcase, if you will, that kind of like grass green or moss green. Like that is beautiful. Reminds me of like green glass lanterns with like brass lanterns. Yes, I have some kind of grass green dubbing. I wonder what those fibers are. I see these long fibers. I can't wait to venture into the salmon flies. I really can't. I get a little close and holy truck, some of the most beautiful feathers I've ever seen in my life, but also cannot begin. Ah, you hear that? That's what it sounds like when he eats. It's real bad. Wow. Oh, it's a peacock. And so any recipe ideas? Hey, Global, how you been? Yeah. Unfortunately, I got some bad news today. The spot in his lung wasn't aspirated food, but a whole nother beast. So that positive for lung cancer also, and there's 2 areas. There's in one spot, one part of his lung, and the other is in his bronchial tube. Like and so after this treatment concludes, it's going to be a whole nother one right afterwards. And it's, oh, I think, oh wow, the gimbal died. Oh, well, the gimbal died. So I'm probably going to try to go to sleep early because I keep forgetting. It's an early one, and it's way out west, so I couldn't even like meet there or anything like that. So I haven't even been able to like choose songs. Usually, like, I'm a music person, so I have music on like 24/7 basically, and so always changing. And but I have not even. So if anybody has any music recommendations, also, because like the Smiths' full discography has been in repeat for about a week now. I have a few playlists that I just turn on, but they've gotten a little dull. But yeah, so I hopefully will probably not be able to sleep, but that's fine. I kind of prefer it like that because I wake up like already awake. Like I don't even feel the sensation of waking up. Like if I have to be super early, or I don't have to be there too early. 8's not the worst, but I like to get up a little earlier. So going to sleep kind of ends up a positive because I just wake up easier. I like wake up like Dracula or something, but like reverse Dracula, like just like eyes open and then like but in the morning when the sun comes up, not when the moon comes out. Which at nighttime I can't stay awake if it ever outside too dark, but could never seem to sleep inside. Yeah, it's such a tinkerable, good tinker time. But anywho, have a beautiful evening, and I hope everyone has I know there's more stuff that I wanted to impart. Rod Stewart will be at the Hard Rock. Saw that in the news, and I guess that's it. It's just blank, and I'd rather like noise than blank, because blank is just but that's okay. It's fantastic for doodling. See, this is where hobbies come in handy in a more spiritual sense. So if my mind's blank, doodling, always good, blank or not blank. But blank, like, you could at least, like, zone out into it a little better without overthinking it. But if your mind's empty, read something. And I think I read this in, like, a fortune cookie or something, or in passing online. If your mind's empty, read something. And if it's full, write something. And that stuck with me. And a lot of times, and then, like, once I overheard Lady Gaga on the TV. I wasn't watching the TV, but I overheard her say, like, if she has an idea, she'll force herself to get out of bed and at least write it down. How many times are you convinced that you'll remember? Impossible. It's like walking through a doorway, the doorway effect, which I'm glad Code told me about that, because every time I walk in a doorway, I need to remember something, like the oven's on. It's yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, let me. For some reason, it shows me completely zoomed in, but I'm completely zoomed out on this. Can I zoom out more? That's interesting. But Moonzy, ooh. The name, wow. Oh, these are band names. For some, my mind instantly went to Fies. I was like, these are some wicked Fi names. Yeah, so I think I'm definitely going to try to plan something where maybe do, like, I don't know. I don't know. Something. Like beach cleanups or something. And start, I don't know why it's zoomed in all the way, but it's, should I go this way? I wish I could show you. I don't have a mirror, but I'm zoomed all the way. Oh, maybe if I like flip it and flip it again, that'll do it. So, nope. A little bit. Okay, so whoa, rabbit. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you talking? See, I used to have a lot of rabbits in streams from out west, in those streams, but I'm guessing you're meaning the mask. I apologize. I hope I didn't do the thing where I held it to the light. I did that to my mom, and she was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Ooh. Beautiful too. I was rewatching some of the older streams. I really want to head back into for a bit. I think I'm gonna try to edit it or something, but I do at least have a few with the gut pile, and shipping might be a little difficult, but there's a bunch of skulls, and I'm more than happy to clean them and stuff like that, for wall art and stuff. In the original, the spikes. Yeah, I'm taking screenshots, because then I will be able to. That's the one best part with the long, because sometimes it's too cold for me to doodle and send dudes. But I go through all the screenshots, because I'm usually kind of sitting like this in a corner with a blanket. I bring a blanket now. Yeah. Holy shit. The flapping snake bit and lips. Oh yeah. God, it's amazing where the mind could drift to. I read that and I was like, holy crap, your landlord's snake bit you in the lips? It's my first immediate, like... Yeah, I wish I could show you in the mirror, because, like, on my end it's totally zoomed out. Like, you could see the chair a little bit I'm sitting on, and the boa in the background. Maybe it's just my phone. Try to close that out. Does the darndest. Nope. But oh man, long bios, hardcore, and they do it with the meal. I haven't looked up pictures this go around. Did that with the pork, but only 2-3 days later, it was able to be used. No issue. Wild. Wild. So the bionic man is out there. But yeah. So those with family members, fathers, friends, please do feel free to, you know, have a. Gotta end up having a lot of first-hand experience myself to then pass along to others if ever need be. But as far as like how to get calories and nutrients when not able to eat, because it's throat and lung cancer now. Yeah, but that's what's really impacting the ability to eat. It's brutal. This is too zoomed in. I can't. It's because I see it on my phone as zoomed in, but it's not. Here, I'll take a picture. That's an excellent idea. So that's what I see. I don't know why it's all zoomed in, but anyway, love y'all. Hope you have a beautiful evening, and yeah. Wow. Yeah. No, snake, like, because, you remember when people were putting, like, cucumbers next to their cat, and when the cat even turned a little bit, it would jump, like, 50 feet in the air? And, there's something, yeah. It just also reminded me of a video where, I guess babies, if you hold them over grass, their legs will, like, instantly grow up. It's probably because it looks like static or something to their eyes, and, like, the depth cannot be perceived. But maybe it's snakes. But it's always interesting to me to like find those little, or at least think about it, like all the, things that travel through our DNA from every human era, because we didn't just pop out of the ground, and it took so long to get to here. Like any difference would be different, and blows my mind, so I don't look at the sky too much. No, I'm just kidding, I look at the sky a lot, but, I'd be screaming, and my mind is doing so. Like, why aren't we wearing seatbelts? We're going really fast. I don't even know where, but okay, it's, right though? Like, I joke about that a lot, but is it, I think that's, I mean, like, that's scary enough, so everything on the, you know, planet is, it is an experience to be had, and something, like, even the worst, like, part always comes around useful, and I'm glad I realized that at a young age, because, I don't know, I'm able to, like, uh, I think everybody can, like, that's what we're built for, all kinds of, like, of chaos, but, I mean, I see it all the time when somebody loses a parent, and I'm like, how are they standing? But that's what I mean, is, like, this stuff takes over, and, like, my stress is just, like, the time and, maintaining the momentum, so no, like, appointments are missed, and food is maintained, because if he loses any more weight, they're gonna put a tube in his stomach. So I'm gonna be getting creative from now on. I'm just gonna make ice cubes, like gelatinous, fat, bone broth, like just get every hunk of chunks I can and Instant Pot it. Alright, I'm rambling now. Anyway, I hope y'all have a beautiful evening. I'm gonna talk myself into insanity, and yeah, I appreciate all y'all, and please never hesitate. Sometimes a little fried and I don't, I miss a lot of stuff, but I mean to deeply appreciate all y'all, and Coop, have a fantastic evening. Hope your day is golden, and yeah, be here every weekday, and stoked to tie through this thing. This has been, you know, just, I still have no idea how it arrived, but magic, and so easy to focus and not get option paralysis. Code said that the other day, and I was like, ah, that's it. I don't know why I never heard that before, but you know, can only hear so many things. But anyway, love y'all. Happy trails. Whoop.